Niamh McGowan.
I commend the motion to conference.
Thank you, Councillor. Moving to Councillor Niamh McGowan from the Ashbourne branch, Meath East, supporting motion 52.
Thank you, Cllr. The enactment of the Protection of Life and Pregnancy Act is a very significant achievement of this government and of the Labour Party. It followed a mature and considered approach by the Dáil and by the Oireachtas Committee on Health, and particularly by our Labour TDs and Senators. They deserve not just our acknowledgement of that, but our congratulations for it. Previous governments failed for 21 years to implement the Supreme Court's decision in the X case. That delay created significant legal ambiguity, which posed a danger to the lives of pregnant women in our maternity care. That delay also interfered with medical judgment, while doctors and nurses grappled with the implications of the X case, but without the support of statutory guidance as to what was and was not legal. It is also regrettable that it was only after 3 women, known as A, B and C, challenged Ireland in the European Court of Human Rights that the last government undertook to finally implement the X case. While the Protection of Life and Pregnancy Act is a significant achievement and one of which this party can be particularly proud, we cannot rest until we ensure that it is properly implemented. We must ensure that women whose lives are in danger can avail of the protection provided by the Act. This means, of course, that the Act must be commenced. It also means that the government should publish statutory instruments to provide for the effective implementation of the Act. Just as it was regrettable that the women in the X, A and B and C cases had to go to court to highlight their cases, it is also very much of regret that the women of the termination for medical reasons have had to petition the United Nations Human Rights Committee. It is just not on that women in Ireland have to take their cases to the ECHR or to the UN to seek the care and intervention to which they are entitled. It also does nothing for Ireland's reputation to have these international organisations make findings against us. I support the addendum to motion 52. We should ensure that women who face the situation of a fatal fetal abnormality are not forced to travel. They must have the option of remaining in Ireland. It strikes me as galling that in the case of D and Ireland, the last Irish government argued before the ECHR that the applicant's case should fail as she had not exhausted all her domestic remedies. The Irish state maintained that it was open to an Irish court to find that a fetus with a fatal abnormality would not attract the constitutional protection of Article 43.3. Despite this, nothing was done to provide services at home for women in this situation. I ask Conference to support this motion and to support the addendum regarding the option of termination in the cases of fatal fetal abnormality. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor McGowan. Ken Kinsella now from the Clondalkin.